Hello, StarCraft fans. This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between PotatoMang and Kawaiian on Dusk Towers. And once again with us today, it is Hartless.
Hello!
I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but Hartless has a brand new microphone, so we should sound nice and sultry to your ears and just caress that ear canal until you feel so nice and relaxed. And that's what we're here to do for you today.
Spawning in the top right-hand corner of Dusk Towers, as our red Zerg, it is PotatoMang. Was that enough?
And spawning in the bottom side of Dusk Towers, we have the blue Terran player, Kawaiian. That's NPR casting. We should do that, man.
I was just about to say that.
National Public Radio personalities, it is Falcon Paladin and Hartless with you today. I hope you're enjoying your calamai tea as you sit back on this rainy day and listen to the sultry sounds of StarCraft 2.
We have the barracks going down before the refinery, so I don't think we're going to see any crazy fast economic opening. This is most likely going to be a Reaper. I wouldn't expect anything else on Dusk Towers. At this point, though, Kawaiian with his Reaper, I think the question is, how many drone kills is he actually going to get?
And honestly, when it comes to Zerg players at this level of StarCraft 2, if PotatoMang loses more than one drone, I will be very disappointed. He should have 4 Lings out, he should have a Queen, his micro should be enough to shoo this Reaper away before he does anything to the economy of the Zerg.
The good thing for PotatoMang is the fact that he is not gone for his third base yet. He is not gone 3 hatch, because on Dusk Towers, against a Terran, that is almost certain doom.
It absolutely is. Again, as you mentioned on a previous cast on this map, you can bounce your medevacs from base to base, second to third, and back again, and make the Zerg player run after you almost forever and ever, which can be very frustrating.
I like the decision and the time to get this Roach Warren, because it means that when these drops do come, because it is Kawaiian, they are going to come, he's not going to get absolutely thrashed. He might even have a couple corrosive bile shots to maybe take out those medevacs, because being able to take that out, deny the healing factor and potential that they offer, can completely sway the outcome of a engagement.
All right, I'm done. And look at this.
Yeah, me too.
Some Marines or Zerglings at the front door actually hitting away at the supply depot forced the Reaper to come all the way back home to deal with it. That's crazy talk. Because the barracks was busy building a reactor, so there wasn't enough time to get Reapers or Marines out to shoo those guys away. The Reaper himself, that was almost to the front door, almost at the hatchery of PotatoMang, was forced to go home and deal with these Lings, which is something that PotatoMang will take any day of the week. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's really nice for PotatoMang in the sense that now Kawaiian, he's playing completely in the dark until obviously that scan, but if he wants to know about the expansion, if it's at the low ground or the high ground, he has to burn a second scan and then just guess and know which one it's at. At this point, pulling that back is really, really helping PotatoMang with forcing Kawaiian to not know any idea what he's doing.
And look at this, additional Reapers coming out. There are Roaches, there are Ravagers on the field. One Reaper dies immediately. The other one trying to KD8 charge those guys into oblivion, but unfortunately way too many hit points on a Roach and a Ravager to let that happen to them. So the Reapers are now useless. The Marines are basically useless. SCVs coming up automatically ready to repair because they know it's going to happen. And here come the Roaches and the Ravagers. They do catch one of the Reapers as it's trying to escape here. The bunker is just about to finish. Kawaiian is ready for it, but man, this Ravager push can be pretty darn good. There is a Marauder up the top now that should be very useful.
Yeah, the Marauder is going to be the most critical unit to keep alive. Considering it's to the bunker, he's going to be fine for the time being. I would love to see Kawaiian. I really would love to have seen him already have a starport out, because being able to have a couple Vikings to take out that Overlord and deny the high ground vision just completely shuts us down. Like, there's nothing else about it.
Yep, very true. Although he went for the reactor, he went for additional Reapers instead, and so the starport is definitely going to be late here. Corrosive Biles are being dodged very well, except for that one Marine. The SCVs at the front line are not mining. Keep in mind, they can keep this repaired, but it's sacrificing mining time for Kawaiian. So again, we'll see how this goes for PotatoMang. I don't think he's lost anything yet. It's pretty much 4 Ravagers just thrown down Corrosive Biles, killing workers as best he can. 2 SCVs have died to this point, and I'm not sure it's enough to kill Kawaiian, but it's super annoying.
Not only is it super annoying, but it's allowing PotatoMang to do exactly what he wants to do, and that's take his third base and drone up even harder. He's in a fantastic situation, especially with taking down that supply depot. That's wonderful.
Yeah, he's up to 44 to 27 workers again in favor of PotatoMang. One of the Ravagers does fall, but another supply depot goes down. Kawaiian is currently supply blocked at 46 out of 46. Cannot make any more units. Look at this. The bunker is being abandoned. It gets salvaged. Another supply depot comes on up, and PotatoMang decides it's best to head on home.
Yeah, right now PotatoMang is sitting in a fantastic position that's going to launch him into this next phase of the game. Like 3 bases going up. I think he's already halfway to his lair. No, lair tech's actually almost done. Putting down a spire, getting some mutas out, abusing that airspace around the base of Kawaiian. That could actually end up being GG.
Yeah, especially if Kawaiian goes very heavy on the tanks and the Marauders, really expecting more Roaches and Ravagers to come on in. Mutas can be very effective indeed, although there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, about 12 Marines sitting here, which is a pretty big number for Mutas to deal with. And it looks like instead PotatoMang is going, and again, this is early, but getting that +1 melee attack tells me we could see Ultras from the Zerg player soon.
I think Ultras would be a really interesting decision. Not interesting decision. It's always an interesting decision. Actually, it's going to be Banelings and Spire. PotatoMang, he's going to be going into Lean Bling Muta.
What? Nobody does that anymore.
Actually,
Wow.
I've seen a couple Lean Bling Mutas. I casted a match with Nomad the other day, and that one was really interesting. The Banelings, the connections were real. It was ridiculous.
Okay.
In any case, I actually really like this decision because the Lings and Banelings will be able to keep harassing and keep Kawaiian back on his corner of the map. The Mutas can fly around, harass the different angles of Kawaiian's base, and keep him back while PotatoMang just continues to macro up and get some more bases if he wants.
So Roach kind of tries to poke up the front of the base to see what Kawaiian is doing. Unfortunately, he just gets shot in the face by some tanks, and he will die there by the flying tanks everyone is such a fan of right now in StarCraft 2. So it's 61 to 43 Harvesters. PotatoMang really droning up like a boss. The Spire is just about to finish. He has a few Ravagers and a few Roaches hanging back with some Lings just to make sure nothing crazy comes his way from the Terran player. And are we going to see drops? Kawaiian right now isn't quite interested in dropping. I think he's more worried about that big Roach Ravager attack. But again, mixing in Mutas might be enough with the Banelings to really catch Kawaiian by surprise.
Right now, PotatoMang has really got it. He's really got in Kawaiian's head. He's forced Kawaiian to go with a certain build, and PotatoMang is going the absolute opposite of what he's expecting. He's not expecting this Ling Bling Muta to pop out. He's just not expecting it all, and this could end up completely devastating Kawaiian if he's not careful.
It's true, but again, Terrans are nothing if not careful, so we'll see how good Kawaiian's splits are, because there are 12 Banelings in production, and Centrifugal Hook's just about to finish. Creep spread isn't fantastic, but it is almost all the way over to the fourth base, potential fourth bases for PotatoMang, and here comes the Terran army. They have made their presence known. They're scanning forward, and here they come.
And a really critical piece of that scan is the fact that he sees Mutas. PotatoMang was trying to keep his Mutas a little bit out of the sight to kind of let them be a surprise factor, but now he knows about him, so I think Kawaiian might actually have an okay engagement.
Yeah, Kawaiian splitting his Marines. He knows exactly what he's up against now. Some Lings roll on in, don't get a single kill. I think splash damage from tanks are doing more damage than anything else right now. The Mutaflock right up north, but there are too many Marines left, too many Widow Mines. The Banelings really can't get in here at all. And here comes a connection. Banelings get a couple nice hits, and getting on top of the tank does end up falling. Lings are still alive. Enough Roaches and Ravagers are here to completely clean up the rest of Kawaiian's army. Reinforcements are streaming in and finding themselves in a very terrible position, immediately turning tail and running. But you know what are faster than Marines that are running? Mutas and Lings.
That flank from the fourth base location was awesome. That was such a great play, and just completely sandwiching Kawaiian. I thought that was fantastic.
It was, again, multi-pronged attacks onto an entrenched Terran position. Really your best friend is Zerg.
All right, now here's where that Muta play comes into effect, because now the Roaches, the Ravagers, and the Lings are on the front door, but now the Mutas can fly around the sides of the base and just harass the crap out of everything.
They absolutely can. There is a missile turret in each of these mineral lines, but again, you can pretty much just keep Kawaiian on 2 base here, while PotatoMang's making a 4th base of his own, up 62 to 44 Harvesters, and pretty much just starve the Terran out. If you can prevent a 4th or 3rd base from coming down, you're going to win the game no matter what.
Well, not to mention, not even maybe taking down the economy of Kawaiian, but maybe taking down some of the supply depots, limiting that supply, limit what he's able to do. You know, some of these supply depots that have the extra supply called down on them, taking out one of those 16 supply is awesome. Being able to limit your opponent down that much.
Yeah, in one fell swoop, that could definitely hurt Kawaiian at 105 out of 118 right now. Here he comes again. He knows he has to be aggressive. He cannot sit back and just allow PotatoMang to do whatever he wants. PotatoMang is getting a hive. It's on the way. +2 melee and glial reconstitution as well as +2 carapace. Just about to finish for the Zerg player. Here come 13 banelings as well. With this marine heavy composition, banelings are going to be so effective. Look out, Kawaiian. Be careful.
And with the I think this +1 flyer attacks, that's going to really, really hurt this army of Kawaiian.
And here they come. Lings rolling in, catching some stragglers. Widowmines do make a couple hits before they die. Lings, banelings rolling in. The splits from Kawaiian are good, but again, including the Ravagers here, this is helping a lot. The Lings getting a full surround on everybody, and that's it. Kawaiian with the rage quit. PotatoMang's victorious, and Kawaiian has left the game. What did Kawaiian do wrong there, Hartless?
I want to say he played too conservative. And the reason I say that is, number one, a lot of it came down to the scouting factor, not knowing what his opponent was doing. From the get-go, he was playing in the dark against what PotatoMang was doing. But when PotatoMang kind of feinted that attack so he attacked the wall of Kawaiian, and then he kept one of his roaches there, kind of feinted that there might be something more. And while that was happening, Kawaiian did nothing to shut down PotatoMang from macroing up, getting that third base, droning even harder. You never want to let a Zerg player do that. When you let a Zerg player sit back and do whatever they want, you are signing your death warrant. Because once they get up to that critical amount of drones, they just swarm you all over the place, and there's literally nothing you can do. The second part of that is the fact that Kawaiian never took his other base. He never took his third, and so his production was less than lackluster. And so he just wasn't able to have enough units to deal with it.
Yeah, he was in a really tough spot there at the end because he knew he needed a third base, but at the same time, he couldn't just let PotatoMang do whatever he wanted for another 5 minutes while that happened. So he tried to move in with his Marines, with his medevacs, couldn't quite get anything done. I mean, guess the number of drones that Kawaiian killed in this game.
I think it was actually none.
It was a big fat 0. A 0. You can't kill 0 drones against Zerg and expect to win. It's just not going to happen.
No, never. Never.
No. So again, tough beans, tough sledding by Kawaiian there once again on the channel. Hopefully we can find a win of his. If any of you guys are fans, I apologize you've had to watch this, but we're going to wrap it up. This has been Falcon Paladin and Hartless. You can find Hartless on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, all at /HeartlessSC2 or at HeartlessSC2 in the case of Twitter.
Not the 2, just SC.
Oh my goodness, Heartless SC. He just likes all of the StarCrafts, not only 2. He loves everything. Right, Heartless SC on Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. Falcon Paladin on Twitter and Facebook at /Falcon Paladin. And that's it. Go ahead and click the link to subscribe to Heartless's channel below. He's on YouTube. He does daily Legacy of the Voidcasts as well. And that's it from us. Until next time, as always, thanks for watching and being here. And you take care of yourself.
Seems like any other summer's evening. But tonight is special. No one knows why the creatures here are so special effects. After 17 years underground,
just to prove her wrong.
Well, just get back to me when you have an answer.
I just wanted on the telephone.
You know better than to interrupt me. Say I'm
Bitte, Jan, hang on.
All sorts of creatures now appear, including some really unexpected ones. They spend their days underground and only emerge at sunset.
About 3 days later, she was good and ready. So she put on about a half a pound of makeup, fixed it up with a veil, and set forth to see them in person.
I've waited 20 years for this call. Now Phil will wait until I'm good and ready.
At first, there are merely thousands, but soon more than 1 billion swarm all over the forest. The biggest emergence on the planet is underway. But as night falls, they're transformed. The hunted become hunters.
It was her time to go. It was her time to go. Kill them and they're gonna pay.
In fact, all sorts of creatures are nocturnal.